everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
We're going to be watching Signs today. I say it like that. What does that mean? What kind of mood am I establishing here?
Signs. Just
beware.
If you see a sign, really read it.
They have no idea, and I surprised them this morning with it, so I'm not watching it late, which is nice. Earlier on, it's always good. And they're like, Signs. Who's in it? I did tell them Mel Gibson's in it. We have a menu playing right now on the DVD, and it's of a walkie-talkie or something, and it has like little blips of red.
No, yeah.
It came out, do I have the thing here? Let's see what year it came out. This movie came out in 2002.
Oh,
Okay.
And Mel Gibson, we know him from Braveheart, like you were just saying. This movie is by a director named M. Night Shyamalan. You probably heard his name before.
Yes, I've heard of it.
So any clue what this movie is about?
Someone's going to give them a sign, and one guy's going to realize what the sign is.
They're going to write a huge sign up, and like maybe it's for advertising purposes or something, like the spin signs.
Metaphorically speaking.
Trying to draw you in signs.
Just draw pictures and stuff?
No, I think it's going to be like metaphorically. It's not going to be like a real sign.
I don't know.
Here's your
just
sign.
Throwing signs at each other. Hello, how are you? Yeah, so this will be fun because again, they have no idea what's going on. It is a little scary. It's suspenseful.
Oh, suspense. Ooh.
I don't want to say much more because I'm really curious how you guys are going to react to this. Never really knowing anything about it, so I really want to see.
And
what
you said the guy
do.
that's in the Joker is in this too, right?
Joaquin Phoenix is in this.
Yeah.
So we did see Gladiator. So as you guys know, this is not for kids. It's a scary movie, and we're going to be talking about it. We do have some adult language. It is us, but... So please check on our main channel for other videos that are hidden from YouTube, because with the new COPPA law, you won't be able to see it just by searching for it, or you won't be notified. It's just how it is now. So you can find some of our videos just by clicking on our main page, or if you subscribe to our Twitter, our Instagram, our Facebook, we put up all our links on there as well, so that way you will not miss a video.
Yay.
We do love doing this, and we try to comply as best as we can to all the rules and laws out there, and we plan on moving forward and just keep reacting because we enjoy each other's company.
Yeah,
we have
right.
fun. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Ready.
And play.
Oh my
God, trying to find your way through that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Oh, those crops are down.
Yeah.
Oh, who would do that? I think that's their sign.
Yeah.
It's contaminated. You don't even know what that word means.
She's a little cutie.
It's not contaminated.
Cutie. Oh, he won't even just.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
What's wrong, boy?
What the heck?
Stop it immediately.
Oh, he had heard it. Maybe he was coming after the kid, the little girl.
We wanted to kill Bo.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, this is the worst thing for a little boy to do.
Yeah.
He didn't want to.
Oh.
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
Oh my God. I'd be like,
Yeah.
what?
On the water next to your bed.
Why do you talk to Mom when you're by yourself?
She wants to die.
Makes me feel better. It's time for an ass whooping. This is not the way to approach this. You want me to curse? You don't mean it. It's just for show.
Oh, he's a religious man. He doesn't want to swear.
It doesn't sound natural when I curse.
I'm insane with anger. I'm gonna beat your ass, bitch. Time for an ass whooping.
Oh, he swore. Oh. It's like nothing.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is not good. So they're going from the crops now, going
The
to his
chills,
house.
right?
Now
I'm
they're
like-
going to the house.
Yeah.
Oh, look, all the waters.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's
It's like
maybe
a-
she's part of
I
this
know.
thing. You know, this whatever's going on.
Bo,
Aliens.
turn up the volume.
Oh, in India it's happening too?
Oh, wow.
Nobody move.
Oh, my gosh.
Jesus.
I'm letting go now.
No, Dad. Don't do it.
You'll lose the signal.
Oh, my God.
You're gonna be over the car the whole
Oh,
day.
God.
Stop.
Wow. Oh, you're so brave.
Just to walk through that, I'm like, heck no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's
God,
like a bony leg.
Oh, I saw a leg or something.
Oh, yeah, I got him home.
Oh, boy. How the heck does he know where he's going?
I know. Been through it so
probably
many
knows
times.
every
Back
inch of
into
that
Something else.
crap.
Ooh.
He's like in shock.
Oh.
Aliens can't read our minds. This is serious.
This is serious. She's so
She's so cute.
Isn't she?
I don't want you to die.
Oh.
Aw.
You said I was gonna die.
Oh, a ruckus.
Yeah.
Hello, Ray.
Never fallen asleep driving before.
Oh, yeah, he's the
Ever
one who
since.
was in the car accident with his wife.
That 10, 15 seconds when I passed her walking. Don't open my pantry, Father. I found one of them in there and locked him in.
On that note,
Wow.
He's gonna go look at the pantry.
bye!
I'm getting out of here.
I am not that curious.
What you're about to see may disturb you.
Oh, there. Oh. Yes, my God. Whoa. Oh.
Hey, you want to just sit down and have a cup of coffee?
What the heck? Ooh.
He can sense you there. Don't open the door.
It's an alien.
I know, by
It's an
yourself.
alien.
I'm
Oh, my
like,
God.
Come on, call the cops. The phone's right
Wow.
there. Don't stick your
Oh,
hand
my
in there.
God. Get put your
Oh,
face
sorry.
down there. Whoops.
Why do
I'm
people do
sorry.
this? Oh my God! Oh my Lord! Oh, Lordy, Lordy!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
that's great. I'm so right there, too. That's us.
Last Supper.
Yeah.
Maybe we should say a prayer.
No.
Why not?
We aren't saying a prayer. Eat.
I hate you.
Oh, don't say that.
It's fine. No one can stop us from enjoying this meal, so enjoy it. Stop crying.
Oh,
Don't yell at her.
oh, my goodness. Oh, come on. You gotta...
He knows he's hurting.
Group hug.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad. Oh no, the poor dog. Oh jeez.
They're probably going la 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 la.
Ooh, I got the shivers.
I would totally have like so many knives.
Oh,
I'd be
my
breaking
God,
furniture to have weapons.
And have the kids hidden in the closet.
Just staring at me. Now they're gone.
Oh, the fingers.
Got it!
Crap!
What the?
He broke the light
Oh,
for the hand with the
jeez.
axe. Thank God, Morgan. Morgan's awesome. Okay, face it to Daddy.
There's a cold shoot in here.
Oh boy. Shoot.
I would stay by the door though. Someone should say.
What?
You're right at the
Oh
place!
my God. Oh my God. Oh jeez. Got that boy. Oh crap.
Oh, his asthma medicine.
Oh yeah.
We don't have his medicine.
Oh, crap.
Stay with me. I know it hurts. Be strong, baby.
This is slow.
To me again.
Oh.
This is slow.
I hate you.
Ooh.
The air is going in our lungs.
Getting better.
The truck has severed most of her lower half.
What did you say?
She won't be saved. Now, Father, do you understand what I've told you?
This is the last time I'm going to talk with my wife.
He needs his medicine.
Have they said anything about our area?
That's for sure.
God, do they dare open the door and
He's
get
not
it?
strong enough.
They're doing this on TV.
Oh, no. Oh, is it?
You want to see it? Bring the TV in here.
I don't know. Oh, my God. Is he holding a dead one? Or a wounded one? Oh, no.
No.
Oh, he's getting revenge.
Oh my God.
He's going to have an attack on top of it.
I was just taking a walk before dinner. I don't feel much.
Oh, jeez.
We tell Meryl to swing away.
The bat.
No.
Get it, baby.
Swing away.
Swing it. Oh, it's a poison gas. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't like water.
Yeah, oh, look at it.
Oh, thank
Oh.
God. Boo!
Oh,
You've got a
right.
great... What a great sense. Come on.
Oh, my God.
And the water's going to fall.
Oh, good. Right on him. Yay.
That is amazing.
His lungs were closed. No poison got in.
Oh, good God.
Someone saved me.
I think someone did.
Your mama did.
Faith.
Oh, he went back to the faith.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
that was amazing. That was,
It was that good?
Wow. That was good. That was good.
oh, God, I'm still crying about it.
Yeah, because like when I first saw this, I saw it when it first came out, and it's been so long now because this came out in 2002 that I haven't seen it since, and I forgot how emotionally like awesome it is. Like it's so wonderfully done. And M. Night Shyamalan, I meant to tell you guys before, just to roll with it because I never still roll with the emotions of it, but he was actually Ray, the one who actually killed Graham's...
Oh, Ray Reddy?
Yeah, he was Ray Reddy. So M. Night Shyamalan was actually Ray Reddy. And I was contemplating telling you while we were watching, but I didn't want to throw you guys off of the mood, you know, like, or the character. I was kind of like debating for a bit, but I'm glad we're saying it now. But yeah, so he's actually the director of this movie. Yeah,
Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, so right, I'm so happy we watched this. This has been requested a lot. It's not one of our bigger requests. Whoops. The acting in this is so phenomenal. Like Mel Gibson's a wonderful actor anyways, and then Joaquin Phoenix was just amazing as well. And the kids were so believable. The daughter was just absolutely amazing, and the son too. But yeah, Morgan was great, and Bo, man, like the way that she was just like staring and just kept the emotion, because we had so many long shots in this where you just sit on a character for a very long time. But it's great because then you absorb the emotion even more, and then you start thinking like, what would I do in this situation?
Right.
You start like feeling a lot more in that moment.
It was...
And the acting was just so amazing.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh,
I loved the story, and it was so suspenseful. You know, you didn't see them very much. You didn't need to. You didn't need to.
Less is more sometimes, you know.
It is.
I kind of was hoping you would like this movie, and I thought it would be a better pace because even though it's scary, it's more suspense. Not really any jump scares. A couple times you heard a bang and stuff, but it wasn't like in your face, like monster right up close, you know. But they kept it a mystery the whole time, and I thought it was amazingly done, because when this came out, I haven't seen an alien type movie where you're just focused on one family. and you don't know what's going on outside of your own home or what you actually watch. So we're not as like the whole population seeing what's going on with the world, like looking out as a third party or something looking in. It's like you don't know what's going on.
Right. It would be just like if it happened to your family.
Yeah.
If it happened to your family, you wouldn't see. It was amazing how they just honed in on them, and then the policeman, I mean, she was great. She was really phenomenal with the family, and such a good Caroline. She was just such a good.
She was great.
Good friend.
I loved the characters in this, and you feel like, you know, with us especially, not that we grew up in a farm, but we live way out in the country, and it's beautiful around here. We have like really nice neighbors, we have wonderful friends and everything, and how everyone's just casual, everyone knows each other, and then here she comes over like they're good friends, you know, he's the reverend and everyone knows him, and she's just talking to him, and they're having not random conversations, but just casual conversations about stuff, and then talking about the matter at hand. But it's showing it's more of like a normal setting, like it's a more comfort setting. It's not just about, oh, what is this? What's the crop circles mean? You know, like, oh, you know, so and so down the road was spitting on all the skateboards, and oh my God, you know.
And you know, and Graham is so like just calm about it. He doesn't want to start anything. He's just very logical, you know, and he's a reverend, so he has that way about him of just, let's just try to, you know, be rational, and it's just amazing how, and I loved his brother. He was so funny.
Yeah, me too.
Meryl was so funny.
I love their relationship. The whole family in this was just fun to watch. You could always tell that they really loved each other. They were really a close-knit family.
And I think they both needed each other, you know. He needed his big brother to be, you know, the one that was, and he wanted him to be the one that says, no, we can do this and we can strive. And he was in a time in his life where he wasn't like that. And he needed his little brother more than anything.
I totally agree. Meryl and Graham needed each other big time. It's just amazing that Meryl moved in with Graham right afterwards, because that's a huge step for any family member to take, because it changes your life. Beautiful property though, being on the farm, and then you have like a smaller house next. Yeah, so that was great, like his own like apartment house kind of thing, and it was close by but enough space away, so they're kind of like neighbors, and it was just a cool setting. And I love how they had all this room, and yes, they were more not involved, but because they had crops all around them, their crop field was actually being used by these aliens.
Right.
So they were constantly interacting with this, like, what the heck, with one of the signs, you know? So I thought that was kind of neat too, where it's like, okay, well, what other signs do people have besides these crop circles? And then we start seeing these other things of like lights in the sky. And I'm curious about like people in city areas besides lights, like was there anything else going on? And then at that birthday party, that was the scariest, like, oh my God, this is real. Like, I love the guessing game through this, where in the beginning you're like, okay, crop circles. Like, what did you think when you saw the crop circles in the beginning?
At first I thought it was just guys.
Hoax or aliens.
I thought it was just a guy.
Guys out there.
Yeah, I thought it was just like rival farmers or something. But
yeah, well, that was really
that's actually my opinion too. I was like, well, I don't know if this is going to be like a sci-fi type thing or just like a hoax thing, you know, like maybe these guys are really good at making these crop circles. And again, like even Caroline said that she looked it up, and people are skilled, and we've seen crop circles. I have anyways, like online a long time ago. I think right when I was watching this movie, like afterwards I had to look it up. But they have so many beautiful designs in crop fields, like crop circles, I guess they're called, like different designs. And they're so geometric, they're so perfect and clean, and perfect circles and different just balanced shapes that are just absolutely astounding. And it looks like they're all machine made. And it's honestly, I mean, maybe they are sometimes, but it's like boards and rope that people just know
and
how to measure it.
They weren't broken off like a machine would do.
Yeah, and they're doing it on the ground. So just watching Graham going through the crops, you know, you can see how tall they are. We know that anyways, but just living in the moment now, they're so freaking tall. Like, how can you measure? Like, okay, are you taking out a measuring tape and being like, okay, how am I going to make a perfect circle here, and then balance this circle here, and then make a straight line?
Well, even separately, like corn mazes.
Yeah,
that costs a lot of money to do that. To design a, you know, do a specific design and have, you know, go in there and actually do it. I mean, it's very precise. It's,
Yeah, I mean, and
it's
the
a
crops
move.
are strong too, because even him pushing through, like, you can see how hard it is. I've
it
done it a
is.
long time ago at some haunted event, which was fun, but I was so scared because I was like, when is someone gonna pop out? You
And
know.
that's a lot of money.
How
I mean,
you
to
find it
damage
was.
someone's crops, that's a
Oh,
lot of
that
money
is
they're
a lot.
losing.
I was thinking that too when he was yelling into the circle, like
Oh,
midway through the
God.
movie, and he's like, "You're not gonna get famous," and I'm like, "That's a lot of money, though." And I
That
get like,
sure is.
I get it.
That's
You
their
don't. You're
crops.
you're trying to figure out like how to make this stop if it is a hoax, and yeah, you don't want them to get famous, so that hopefully they'll just stop like destroying your crops. But I don't know. Like, I give him credit for
Boy,
going
but
out
then
there
when
in
he-
the freaking
I was
dark.
surprised that, he didn't even believe a little bit more after he saw the leg.
Yeah,
That's right.
I think it's like denial because like I try to put you're right.
Yeah.
And putting myself in that situation, you don't believe there's aliens out there.
That's
I'm
right.
just saying, like, not, I do
There's
believe
more.
that there's life out there, but
There
I don't
has to
believe
be,
that, sadly, that we'll ever
We're
get. Not that I
here.
want to get visited, but I kind of was like, oh, we kind of need to know some mysteries out
That's
there,
right.
But I do believe there's life out there, but I just don't think we're ever going to get visited, especially in
That's
our
right.
lifetime. So if I saw that, I would have been like, what the freak did I just see? And then I would have been, like, in shock, of course.
Yeah.
And then I probably would have been like, I didn't see what I thought I saw. I would be in denial.
Definitely.
I would have been in denial.
Yeah,
So,
right.
and I think he's just so hateful with the whole. He seems really
About his
skeptical,
wife
anyways,
dying.
especially with his wife dying.
Yeah.
And he's just hateful about that, or he was hateful about that because it's sad. Like,
That's
why do
right.
people die? Like, why do these really bad things happen to good people
right there,
and
yeah.
to anyone, but like to good people? Like, why did this happen to my
He felt
family?
so
kind of
betrayed.
thing?
That's
He
right.
felt that God betrayed him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lost faith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because him being a
that's right.
reverend and
That's
actually
right.
losing faith
Yeah.
over it, like that's a huge thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was well known throughout that whole town,
Yeah.
so he was probably really good. He was well loved.
Oh, yeah.
And even at the pharmacy with
The
Teresa
girl?
or Tracy or whatever
Tracy.
her name was, yeah. She's like, I
Even
gotta
if
get
You're totally
your
not even
checked.
listening to him. You're
Confession,
still father. I'm
whatever.
still going to talk to you.
Yeah,
Ask
because people
you.
just
Yeah,
really
yeah.
are so personable with him, and they just really like trust him. And
Care where
It's
it was.
douchebag, I swear.
like, depending on what context you use it in. Well, what about
God.
so and so for kissing Barbara? That was, yeah. So the humor was great in this too, because it was very paced, and everything was. It took a while for things to happen, and sometimes the scenes were awkward where you were just sitting on something for too long, but then they would have something kind of silly happen, and especially with that scene, like, yeah, that's a swear then. But yeah, I thought this
That
movie
was
was
good.
so well
Yeah,
done. It was so
yeah.
emotional, and I love the mystery of just
God.
focusing on one family, not knowing what's going on in the rest of the world. Besides, like, watching the news now and again. And even then, he was like, we're not going to watch it. It's garbage. You never know with hoaxes. Like, nothing like this has ever happened before. So it's like...
Then he was okay with watching it after he
saw the leg, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Well, even when he saw the hand, when he chopped off the hand, he's like, okay, we
Yes.
can turn the TV on now.
Yeah. You're right, because even when he just saw the leg, the TV wasn't an option, right, at that point.
Right.
And then
So much-
later on, like, once they started seeing more signs...
Yeah, then they realized.
Then he was like, okay, well, this is an actual thing, and we have to figure out how to survive this. But he also gave up his faith at the end even more so because, he was talking to Meryl about, like, okay, well, there's group 1, there's group 2.
That's
Do you
right.
believe in miracles, or do you believe in everything is just luck? If you get lucky, it's just pure luck. So you're on your own, or miracle, things happen for a reason. And I love that speech so
That
much
was-
because I think hope and faith is a great thing to have. And I love the idea of hope. I know I'm really skeptical about a lot of things, and I do have a lot of hope and love, but I totally love my facts, and I need to have facts. And in this kind of situation, I wouldn't think I'm alone. Like, I'd want to be with my family and help out in that way. I know there's fear there, and you're like, oh my God, this is out of my control. But I do believe that if you're focused and you try hard, any situation, you just have to have hope that you'll survive. I feel like you can still have something positive there.
Yes, you have to have something.
But I think faith also helps a lot of people
Yes.
have that hope to be like, well, things happen for a reason. But you can also give up
right.
on stuff as well. Like, if you're like, well, if this is God's plan, then, I'm just going to go with it and hopefully things will be
I'm
okay.
right.
So
Yeah.
I think it can go both ways, but I do love the idea of miracles and hope.
Yes.
And I love the signs in this. And you probably noticed, because signs, we have the crop circles,
That's
and it
right.
wasn't just about the crop circles, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
It was
saw
about
actual
the signals.
signs.
That's
Yeah,
right.
the signals.
Oh my
Bo,
gosh,
look
yeah.
at her drinking
Bo,
That's
habit.
right. Yeah, the habits,
Exactly,
right,
exactly.
yeah.
And
Yeah, the one-
the vet had it right. I mean, people were surviving
Oh,
because they
gosh.
were doing primitive ways, but they didn't say what ways.
That's right.
Certain
So you're hearing these different
were-
rumors and everything, but how do you know what to believe? Like, none of this has happened before, and it's freaky, and you feel violated because here you have no control. You're in your own house, and this weird thing is happening. Someone jumped on the roof and took off into the cornfield. I saw a weird leg that looked like a crop. Like, that's not even human. That's not an animal. It doesn't relate to anything, you know?
The animals are going
yeah.
crazy. They're
Crazy,
just going, you know, they're fearful because they don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But that was perfect about the lakes, and it made sense with water because they were doing the signs, the visual signs, and crop fields and land. So it was true. It was a map. It was a mapping.
It was, yeah. And all these people have these different theories on what it could be. So it is funny, like, what do you really believe, you know? Because, like, here you want to be like, you know, first you're in denial, like, is this actually happening or not? Or, you know, is this for real? What do you do? Like, we know nothing about these aliens. You can't even see them. They have a cloaking device during the day. They can jump on rooftops, and they're stealthy as heck, and they blend in with things, and they have gas coming through. Like, we didn't know that till later, but you're hearing all these things, and it's kind of cool how everything started connecting. Like, okay, well, it is real. Like, a lot of these things we're talking about are, you know, for a reason. I love how Bo had that issue with the water. You know, there's amoebas in it, and it has hair in it.
It was perfect. It was a perfect mesh between the two worlds, really. And not only that, she just knew that she thought her brother was going to die. She said, "You're going to," you know. She had a dream. She had a vision almost. That he was going to pass. And he was so brave.
And she kept talking about that throughout the whole movie, you know? And even in the beginning with the dogs, too. Like, the dogs were acting up weird and... Yeah, but, like, her actually having those signs where she was actually, like, seeing visions and talking to her brother. And it was neat that he understood, too, and was like, oh, and he believed her. So I love their relationship. And also the son having the asthma.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So his lungs were closed. So if his lungs were enclosed at the end, he would have, you know, breathed in the poison.
That's right.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He just wanted logic. He wanted, and he got a book that was,
he was
you know,
so smart.
there was only one book in the whole bookstore.
That's right.
And it was so funny with that book
And she knew
owner.
exactly where it was. They're, like, distracted. And it's like,
That's
oh,
right.
it's all the way to the left.
This is
It's
by the soda
left.
companies. The soda companies are doing this. There's 12 ads in this segment alone.
Yeah. Again, like, I love the humor in it because it's, like, slow, and then they have, like, this, like, not awkward, but, like, silly humor mixed in, too. And I like that soda scene because you're kind of scared. Like, I felt myself holding my breath a lot and being like, okay, what the heck is going on? And then they'd have some kind of humor to let you breathe a little bit.
Exactly.
So
even when Meryl went into the recruiting office, and then
I
that
know
rival
the guy there.
kid,
He was like, ooh, it's
my
like,
gosh.
and the rival kid was he must have been, I think he was one of the family members that they thought was ruining the class.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But I mean, look at the kid. But he was signing up, so that's good.
He was signing up.
Giving up his life.
I'm glad you like noticed details like that too, because there were a lot of little things going on, and I like how that military guy's like sitting there and he's like, oh, well, I think they're staging for attack. We're like, they're waiting for the
Oh my
and the way he was just talking like this and drawing it out and very expressive. It was just really funny. I love that scene. Yeah. But it shows also with Meryl swing away, like with the bat. He struck out a lot, but he had a really strong swing.
He did.
And Graham's wife really saved everybody because he remembered, you know, see. You told him to see. Graham, you need to see.
At that point in that vision, you can see his heart just break because he realizes she's dying there, because he's like, what's the sense of her saying, tell Graham to see in the third person, and when he's right there. So right then, that was like such great acting, because then he's like, holy crap, like she's dying right now in front of me. And then tell Meryl to swing away. I think that's such a powerful scene. I love that ending.
It tied everything up.
The build up in it's great, and then that ending with the music, and it starts building up so beautifully that I'm like, oh my god, I'm so really emotional with it. And then the shot where it zooms in on Graham, and it's like distorted like a fishbowl lens, and he's looking at that freaking alien, and then he's seeing, and you can of course connect it like, okay, he's seeing now, he's seeing, what is he seeing? And then he finds the bat, and I really enjoy that. And then the water everywhere, it's like everything had a purpose. Signs everywhere, not just in one thing, not just crop circles. Signs with religion, you know, things happen for a reason. I love that idea. I thought you would like that too, because I know you're very faithful. You're very into religion's important, I know, but you're really religious, so I thought you would really enjoy that a lot, you know. You know what freaked me out too? With the baby monitor, when they were trying to get the signal, and then they raised it up from the car.
That's right, like that. They're in line.
I actually thought they were going to even go
That's
deeper
good,
and
yeah.
go up to the top of the roof, you
That's
know,
what I mean,
and try to
like,
really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was so funny though. They all jumped on the car, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh, Bo, don't go on the car, and then Dad helped her up. You know, it's like you might as well.
Yeah, I
We
love
need
how
to know.
everyone's in
Yeah.
denial because again, like nothing like this has
Yeah.
ever happened before. Like aliens really attacking, like what the heck, like really?
Yeah.
And they're all like, no, and they have their own reasons, like oh, just ignore it. Like Graham is so realistic and practical, and he's like, no, just ignore it, just static or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Meryl is like, oh, well, you know, these nerds, they get together and then they gather other nerds that don't have girlfriends. And so they all have like their idea of being in
And
denial.
then there he
you know?
is,
Right.
with
And they're
his
all
tinfoil-
getting together. They
My
all get
God,
obsessed.
yeah.
and they-
tinfoil on their
Kind
head
of,
with the
that's
kids.
right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love that scene. Speaking of which, okay, guys, I think we're ready. Okay, they can't read our minds, although
They
I'm only
can't read
partially
our mind.
covering my head.
You got the most
It'll
important
take
part.
my side
Okay.
brain powers. But this movie was great.
That's good.
The whole time we were making these just now,
It was
in that quick
amazing.
cut, we were joking about it, and Kim even said this movie was amazing.
That's right.
It was
Yeah.
really
I loved
enjoyed
it. I really
So
did.
Suspenseful,
emotional.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have a favorite character? Who do you like the most? I know they're all really good.
I like
I love
Morgan.
Bo. I love Bo too.
She's adorable,
She's
and she
so
looks like
cute.
Sarah, my
Yes.
niece, grandchild.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, you don't take offense to that or
Morgan
anything
and-
because you're adorable.
Morgan
But
and
she's a lot
Graham.
older now. But
Yeah.
And the brother, I loved Meryl.
Meryl. Yeah, he was.
But
Yeah.
Morgan.
Morgan was really.
He was great. I loved all of
They're
them.
all. Yeah.
yeah, Graham.
Except for the
Graham's
alien.
I like Mel
I
Gibson
didn't
a
like
lot.
the
so-
alien
so-
too much. He was smart though, coming back, trying to get.
Yeah,
the
I'm not going to
aliens.
stay on. So I'm just going to put mine back here. So sorry, aliens, you're going to read my mind, but I was going to put that there. But yeah, like I really like Graham. He was my favorite, but I love Graham and his brother together. I thought that was
yes,
great.
yeah,
Graham and
yeah.
Merle together were
Yes,
just
sure.
amazing, and them just talking in the dark and having that conversation again about what
It was a
group are
great
you in
conversation.
was a great
That's right.
conversation to have, and I feel excited watching this, like the slow build up, and the music really just pulls you along too. I forgot how good the music was in this one, and right when it starts it plays the theme and I'm like, oh yeah, and I got right into it, you know. And I even like how they have like the spotlight, the blue spotlight with the black around it, so it's like really
Yes. Now that you think about it,
blended,
yes.
like an old movie or something to me.
And-
I'm glad there wasn't a lot of violence in this.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
that was
I'm
good.
very
That was
happy
good.
too.
I like how they
love-
kept it more of a
Suspenseful.
mystery.
Yeah.
I love seeing Graham's face when his brother said they're gone, they're
Mm-hmm.
going.
Yeah.
And his face was just like, what?
I know, and it's like,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
though? I
There's
mean,
hope.
to actually leave that basement hoping that the coast is clear.
Exactly,
it's
for
like,
medication.
my
That
gosh,
was
Yeah.
Yeah.
they had to try to save Morgan.
Yeah, because time was limited, and thank God he survived being down there, and God forbid he has another attack. We'll take this away too much.
That's
They're
it.
going to read our brains now.
Uh-oh. I won't kill anyone left.
But just, I know you're going to survive or not. They're going to know where we are at all times. But with them going up from the cellar, like, it's scary.
scary,
And
sure.
I'm just shocked they didn't have weapons the whole time, because
Yeah, I
here
was
they're...
Especially
about
when
that
they
too,
heard him
huh?
around the porch
Yeah, that's right.
after
Yeah.
Isabel died.
Yeah.
I know, the poor dogs, I felt bad because they're attacking,
And they
and...
just stared at the door.
And then they had the kids in front of them.
That's what I
I'd be
mean,
like,
what the
you guys
heck?
get in the
Because
closet.
Graham at that point was like, we're going to die.
Let me get the whisk and the ladle.
Yeah, take anything. Like, I wouldn't want to just stand there willingly. If I'm going to die, I'm going to go out with a
Fighting,
bang. Like,
yeah,
I'm
fighting.
going to...
Right.
I'm gonna go out fighting. Yeah, I'm not just gonna stand there and be like, all right, I don't know what they're gonna do to me. If they're gonna
That's right.
torture me or do experiments on me or just like
You're
kill
not
me in
gonna
some
touch
horrible
my
way,
kids.
I'm gonna, yeah, especially like being a parent, like,
I wouldn't have had the kids in front of me, definitely not.
yeah,
No,
especially
no,
downstairs. I
vacuum it and
wouldn't, like, I know, okay,
underneath-
boards are limited.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying
underneath-
something.
Underneath furniture, put the kids underneath the furniture, get them away. Don't
Right,
let them
like a
front.
big
Yeah.
dining table.
And away from the main door. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be on the lower level.
They're
I
just
immediately,
staring
I don't know
at
if I would go
them.
up to the upper level, though, but you're right. Like, I don't know what level I'd be on,
Basement
but I
was
wouldn't
good.
be near the main
cement,
doors.
It was,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, so I'm glad they had a basement to go down to, you know, and a long staircase to get there.
Until the coal shaft.
But man, that door, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the coal shaft.
I remember
and-
that, the coal bin.
It's funny because, like, I guess they don't go to the basement a lot, but I'm like, how do you not know where it is in your own basement if you've been there forever? But I guess if you don't really go in there, but it looked tidy where they had like a wreath
Right.
hanging
Yeah.
and a basket hanging.
Maybe
so.
his wife went down there a lot because
That's what I
you
was
know,
thinking,
There
yeah.
were some
Yeah.
decorations down
And-
there and canning.
I know some people will like nitpick this. I'm curious what you all think about this movie as well. If you want to leave some comments about if you thought this was good, if you think that there were a lot of plot holes, because I love, again, how there's so much mystery where we don't know a lot of what happened. We know these aliens took over or tried to. People were saying at the end that, you know, they were trying to harvest people or something, but we're not fully sure. The whole water thing, like, you know, our planet has so much water on it, so why would they invade us and scope us out but not realize the whole water situation and how bad it is, you know? So there's all these different theories that you could think of. There's all these different ideas you could think of to be like, okay, well, this is a plot hole. Why would this happen? But it's not explained, so I think it's so intelligent in how they did that, because then you're like, well, you can argue it.
That's right, yes. Have to
even like locally where, how come he didn't call the police when he, you know, with the pantry thing, or, you know, there wasn't that much media, but it was happening everywhere throughout the world. So
everyone was just focused on their own family and life at that point.
Yeah, they were just in the
and even Caroline at that point, because we haven't seen her, so I'm sure she like was like, all right, busy
so
too.
Much to do, yeah.
But I kept freaking out too, like with Graham going into that kitchen and being like, I'm like, I would at least tell someone, but yeah, everyone's too occupied with their own stuff, you know.
Yeah, and he was a quiet guy.
He's brave, man. I mean, I know he's trying to help his family because, of course, that's why he's curious. He wants to know what's going on. But I wouldn't have gone into that picture or tried to. I'm like, I would not be brave enough. I would have died. I would have burned up the house, though. I would have done that, yeah.
I love how he was trying to scare it. Okay. You got the house surrounded.
I'm losing my mind. I am so enraged.
But when he was trying to scare the alien or whatever was in the pantry,
oh,
he's
yeah.
like,
That's right.
all right, we got the house surrounded.
Like,
oh, I got your friends in the paddy wagon.
He's like, paddy wagon, he's saying to himself, what am I saying?
Yeah, that was great, yeah.
And
then they have the VHS, you know, tape.
Yes.
And that was funny, too. It's like, not my recital. It's like they put in Meryl's swimsuit edition or something. Right. So that was great.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, I want to say the scariest moment for me, well, one jump scare, not really jump scare, but one scary moment for me was in the beginning when Bo goes up to her father and goes, there's a monster in my window or something. And he goes, okay. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I'm like, okay, maybe these things are real. And then when Graham's talking to her, and then all of a sudden he looks up and you see a quick, I don't know if you saw it, but you see a quick glimpse of something like a silhouette near the chimney.
Yes.
Yeah, and that makes you go, what was that? You know, that's the first like chill where I was like, ooh, that's really freaky. What the heck was that? And of course they think it's a person.
One of my scarier moments was when they were both running around the house and the brother, well, beforehand.
Yeah, they're like cussing or whatever. Like, I'm going to get you.
Okay, now, can you define, like, what am I supposed to say? You know, but then when they ran around, they couldn't see anything.
Yeah, and all you hear the like pitter patter and you hear the running and jumping and stuff.
That's
so
spooky.
And then the shadow.
And then like talking to each other, like, you know, like that, clicking and. Yeah.
Oh my God,
After seeing this in theaters, my friends like kept doing the clicking noises and we're like, stop doing that, that's freaky. I'm like, that's so freaky. That scared me for days. Yeah. That's where we watch things here.
That's why I watch
we're safe and we can wail. It's okay. But yeah, the clicking noises were so freaky and the chill and then the moaning through the baby monitor. It sounds like a monster. Like they did it just so to make it more freaky for us. Because if it was something like kind of silly, we'd be like, all right, well, it's not intimidating, but that was very creepy. Yeah, the moaning and just like.
We have a baby monitor over there too.
Yeah, maybe we should use it more. You know, we'll keep these on. I'll have to make a better basis for them, so we'll be good. But very good movie. I want to say Graham is my favorite. I do like Meryl as well. You know, Walking Venus. So I was kind of like, he's such a great actor. He could play so many different roles, you know, and he's so good at a bad guy. But I love how he's so good in this one. It's so different.
Good.
Yeah, that's right. You want some water? You want to drink your water?
Yeah, I don't know. Mine has amoebas in it though.
Mine has hair in it.
What's
Mine
yours?
Has dust.
Dust.
Can't have it. So
we're gonna
signs, guys.
We're gonna have to put it away.
Put it away.
Put it away. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys.
Bye.
Check out our main page, Akima, to not miss any videos. Woohoo!